Yep, you saw that right. 190 damage! And with like no modifiers, and I don't even have like max heavy weapon. And now here's the stats if anyone wants to replicate this build. And you're gonna say that this sucks due to the 499 HP. Now it's a no shrine build, but like I have the rarest armor in the game. It's bluestone pauldrons, and it gives me about 61 extra health once I hit like 25% HP or something. I made it when I was like fishing for like 50 hours and got 2 warp blue gems. I gave the other warp blue gem to Dolphy, which she made the bluestone boots with, and I'm gonna show you how awesome this weapon is. And this build also has all the dead gods, along with all above gods below, which if you don't know, basically steals all of their healing while they are under the anti-heal effect from all the dead gods. It's pretty cool because I basically just get extra healing. Yep. Now, I'm gonna show you how this build fends off against like real people, and I decided to void walk for this, and I just ganked this guy while he was fighting someone, so it's like whatever. As you can see, I did beat him in like just a few seconds, which shows how strong I am, not because they were fighting someone, but because Fractine is like the best weapon ever, and he was being toxic, so I said, I don't know you or them, they suck, and so do you. And at the time, it seemed pretty tough, you know. It still is kind of tough, and I didn't really mean it because they were toxic first, so I just went for it, you know. I'm not actually toxic, so yeah. Now, here's another person I decided to gank. They were my bounties, so I was like, okay, sure, why not? I guess I'll gank this person. And they had a pretty unique build, you know. It had like Iron Sing and Shattered Katana with Poser's Ring, along with Astral. Now, I was planning on making a build with Nocturne and Astral, because it is good with multi-hit crits like Shattered Katana. And it's like a free 3% HP off your opponent, since it always does like 3% of your opponent's health. It's kind of good if you want like extra damage on your critical, and sometimes hit them while... And it does sometimes hit them while you're parrying, since it's like a nerfed Providence Thorns. And I did beat them, even though I did get to like 50%, but I haven't really PvP'd in Deepwoken in a while, so you know, this is more like a warm-up than anything, so yeah. Any other day, if I was like warmed up, I would've like 5-barred them, you know. So yeah. Now, I'm gonna show y'all the best ways to get your Fractine crit to hit easier, since Fractine is known to be very easy to parry when it comes to the crit, which is why it was considered one of the worst weapons before the damage buff. Now, for Silent Heart, what I usually do is, I do the Mayhem ability, and then cancel it by pressing M2, then I do the Fractine crit instantly. Since they are blocking it usually, and Fractine does do quite a lot of posture, most times if they block it, they will get block broken once it does the slam part of the crit, but unless they like dodge it or something. So yeah, it's pretty good way I usually hit it. And another thing is that once Fractine enters the slam part of the crit, it is uncancelable by anything, similar to Dark Greatsword, you know, like Dark Steel Greatsword. So if you find a way to abuse that, it can be like really good for fights, especially when the slam part is like most of the damage for the crit. Does about 120 damage for me. And 2 other ways I know how to hit the crit easily is with Ether Barrage, paired with the Wayward Gem, and Blood Tide Ritual. I've tested the Ether Barrage with the Wayward Gem, but I don't have any clips with it, but I've seen some other people usually use it with Fractine, but all you gotta do is use the crit after hitting it. It's kind of easy to hit due to its multiple ragdolling. And the Wayward, you know, it just teleports you, so you can just get it easily. And I know Blood Tide Ritual would be good with it, since if you watched my last video, you know that things are easy to hit after hitting Blood Tide Ritual, and it's just really good. Yep. Another way to hit the crit is after an uppercut, but it's like poop compared to the other ways that I told you about. But if you have nothing else to hit it with, you may as well crit after the up crit. This is the easiest way besides those other ones. But yeah, in conclusion, Fractine is super good. And it's super good. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Bye.